Actually, I might do that here. I know I'm talking about how growing up is hard, but it's so hard. But can I get into it? I'll tell y'all whenever me yapping about drama ends, like right here. But right now, I'm gonna yap about it. So basically, me and my friend, let's call her Chris. So me and Chris, we used to be best friends. Like, we used to be close. We were friends for about like 2 years, right? Or 2 or 3 years, and we were close. And like, you know, like we wouldn't like, yeah. So we were close, and then I was in a bad place, mentally. So I would shut her out and like would not talk to her or anything. And so so me and her, she like we just like stopped talking, right? And then as soon as me and her like just like stopped talking, stopped being friends, we were part of this friend group. Everybody in the damn friend group stopped being friends with me. What? Like, I didn't have any problems with like any of them. Like, I didn't even have a problem with Chris. So it was like kind of crazy. So they all cut ties with me, which was insane. And then so she reached out to me about a month ago, and she was like, "Hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I just want to let you know that I still love you as a friend, and I still want to be friends with you, and if you want to be friends with me, like can we be friends? But if you don't, then that's cool." And I'm like, at first, because she's kind of like intimidating. At first, I thought she hated me. Like, throughout the time that we stopped being friends for about like 6 months. So throughout the time, throughout that time, I thought she hated me. So, I thought she was like either setting me up or joking. Like, are you trying to like get a laugh with your friends or something? Like, I was like scared because I didn't know what to think. So I go, "Are you serious?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I go, like, I mean, we could be cool. Like, it was like a conversation. I was like, okay, we could be cool. So the next like few days at school, we don't talk. And I told her, please don't expect me to go up to you immediately because I do not know how to act. And don't expect me to adjust to it immediately. She's like, "Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Like, I get it." And then we ended up, cause she texted me on one of the first days of the week. And then we go to school the next day, and the next 2 days I don't say anything to her. But by the end of the week, we had hung out, right? And she has this girlfriend. And I kind of have a problem with her girlfriend because her girlfriend just happened to be my sister's ex and one of my ex friends. So her girlfriend, let's call her Layla. So me and Layla used to be friends, and in like 8th grade, and we talked a little bit in 9th grade, but she used to date, or she liked there was a rumor going around last year that she liked my sister, right? I told her, please do not date her. Please do not date my sister. Like, please don't. It's not going to end well for either of you, so don't date my sister. And then it got word to my sister, and I'm telling my sister, don't date. Like, I'm telling you, do not date, because I know how my sister and Layla was at the, like, I knew it was not gonna work out. But of course, they didn't listen to me. They ended up keeping it from me for about a week, and then I find out, and I'm like, okay, well, since you want to go behind my back instead of being up and honest with me, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. Because I was truly upset at that point in time. Like, I was really, really, really upset. And guess what? About a month or two later, guess what the fuck happens? A huge fight breaks out because there was a rumor going around that Layla still liked her boy ex and that she wasn't even gay in the first place. And my sister got real mad. My sister was like, yeah, 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 yeah. And then it was like going back and forth, right? They broke up. Guess what the fuck I said was gonna fucking happen? That shit was gonna go off. But nobody fucking listens to me. And my sister should have learned from last time whenever I told her not to get with her last ex, but she didn't listen to me either. And it just so happens that Layla... Oh, let me not spread her business, never mind. But, so, like, a month later, after Layla and my sister break up, a month or two later, there was a rumor going around that Layla liked Chris. It was around this time that I started ignoring Chris. And they ended up getting together around the time that me and Chris, like, stopped being friends. So, whatever. So, they've been together for about 6 months, right? And so, as you know, me and Chris started being friends again. And, me and Chris started being friends again. And the first day we hung out, like, the first time we hung out and, like, since before we stopped being friends, we hang out, we go to the park and we hang out or whatever, right? Next thing I know, her girlfriend fucking shows up. Now, remind you, I did not tell Chris that I still didn't like her girlfriend. Or, yeah, I didn't tell Chris that I still didn't like Layla. So she didn't know. I didn't even know Layla was gonna fucking show up. So she ends up showing up, right? And we hang out at the park for a while, and then we go back to Chris's house. And Chris's whole family loves me, you know? Because I'm just such a lovable person, you know? But we go back to Chris's house, and we hang out, and I'm like, and I make a joke or whatever. And then Layla, like, looks at me, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, it's whatever. Like, so, yeah. And then the next day, and then Layla leaves, and then I go home. And then the next day, me and Chris hang out, and Layla's not there. Yeah. So, me and Chris, we are, like, not, like, touchy, but, like, we're not uncomfortable around each other, you know? Like, we'll lean on each other and stuff like that, but nothing, like, really fucking weird, right? So, because I like boys, and she likes girls. So, there's nothing going on there. So I was leaning on her, so she was sitting on the couch, and I was laying on the couch. She wanted to sit on the couch. So I didn't feel like getting back up. So she sat down on the couch and moved my legs, and my legs were on top of hers, right? Like, I don't see that as a problem, because we were like this even before we stopped being friends. So, okay, but, so we ended up, like, taking a picture like that, and, like, I ended up sitting up, and my legs are still on her, because I don't feel like moving them, and she ends up taking a picture like that. Next thing I know, Layla and Layla's friend are, like, Layla's friend keeps telling Layla, oh, she's cheating on you, she's cheating on you, she's cheating on you. What? And it's like a whole fucking thing. Like, it starts an argument with Chris and Layla. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Because me and you just started being friends. And I already told Chris that I did not want to be in any drama. But guess the fuck what? Fucking drama. And so, it's like this whole thing. And, like, but it was very frustrating. And So I end up talking to Layla, and we end up like clearing shit out or whatever, right? Mind you, I don't really like Layla, but I'm only enduring it because she's Chris's girlfriend, and I don't want to start any problems. So during this whole relationship, Layla and Chris have had a really bad, like, their relationship is not good. They've gotten many arguments. They're toxic to each other. Like, it's not good. Like, it's not good at all. So everyone around Chris have been telling Chris to break up with her. Everyone around Chris. And then me and Chris were at our friend, Let me get a name from him. We're at our friend Trey's house, and so like we're at a friend Trey's house, right? And Trey does not like Layla. So there was like it's me, Trey, Chris, Layla, and like 5 other people in this group chat. Like in this big group chat. And stuff ends up going down in the group chat, and Chris ends up blocking Layla. Right? And I've already been frustrated with Layla like this whole time. So the fact that she was like treating Chris so badly just got on my nerves. 'Cause what the fuck? Like, ugh. But so she ends up in the group chat, she ends up like calling me a hoe. And I don't say anything in the group chat, right? 'Cause I didn't have my phone on me because I left it in Chris's aunt's car. But Trey had his phone on him. And Trey likes to stir up shit, right? And as I was going off to Chris, like, about, like, how, like, I was, it sounds so bad, but I was like, why the fuck is she calling me a hoe? Like, this, that, yada, yada, yada. And Trey ends up recording, like, a voice message of me saying that. And then Layla goes, well, I'm sorry, I guess. That's not even a heartfelt apology. What the fuck? And then, so I block Layla. Layla gets on my nerves. I'm done with Layla. Fuck her. Whatever. So that happens. Me and Layla, the next day at school, me and Layla do not talk. The rest of the friend group do not talk to me. They talk to Chris, but they do not talk to me. And Chris said that she didn't want to talk to anyone in the friend group. And some of them still talk to her. But then the rest of them didn't fucking talk to me or whatever. But, yeah. So, this goes on. And as of right now, Chris and Layla are on a break. Because whenever we're at Trey's house, she said that she wanted to be on a break with Layla. And I was like, okay, this is the first step of you breaking up with her. Because you know she's not good for you. She knows she's not good for you. And everyone around you is telling you to break up with her. So, and you know that you're frustrated with her. You don't even love her. You said that to my face. But, yeah, so I was like, okay, this is the first step. Like, I get, like, the only reason why she hasn't broken up with her was because she feels bad for something that went on between Chris and Layla. Something special. But so she feels bad because she doesn't want to leave Layla because of that special thing. And I hope y'all know what I'm talking about because I don't feel like explaining it. So they're on a break, and Chris says, okay, we're gonna be on break for 2 weeks, right? The next day, you can see Layla blowing up Chris's phone, and Chris said, okay, we're not gonna have no contact. Like, we're not gonna contact each other. Layla is blowing up Chris's fucking phone. What? Do you not get the boundaries that she just set? Like, are you serious? And then everyone in the group chat is trying to tell Chris, don't break up with Layla. We're here for you. We're like this, that, yada, yada, yada. So y'all are just gonna break through that boundary that Chris just set up? She said she doesn't want to talk to any of y'all. She doesn't want in contact with Layla or the rest of the friend group, except for me, Trey, and Chris's cousin, because Chris's cousin is in the friend group too. So she doesn't want to contact anybody else, and they just fucking ignore that shit. And then a few days later, they end up getting off a fucking break, and they're still in a relationship. The first night they got off break. So this part, okay. So they get off break, right? And the night that they get off break, Chris texts me, and she's like, hey, Layla wanted to know if she needed to talk to you and, like, apologize, or do you not like her anymore? And I call Chris, because I'm so pissed. Like, I'm so fucking mad. And I'm like, Chris, I'm gonna come over. Because Chris only lives like a block away from me. So I walk to Chris's house, and I'm like, okay, so are y'all still on break or what? And she goes, oh no, we're off break. Are you? You know that this goal is not good for you? Yet you're still here. I don't get it. But anyways, I'm telling you, like, I'm really fucking mad. Like, and whenever I get mad, I start to shake. And I really do not get mad that much. I never get mad to the point where, like, okay, whenever I get really mad, like, very heated, very angry, I start shaking because I'm just, like, overwhelmed, you know? And that does not happen a lot. That only happens, like, a few times. Oh, shit. But, yeah, I gotta go. Hold on. I had to change locations because my brother, had to leave for work. But anyways, as I was saying, so I'm mad. And, so I text her, and I'm like, to be honest with you, I don't fuck with you anymore because of how you've been treating Chris. And we have this whole argument, right? And she ends up saying, like, she keeps saying, that I'm like asking, okay, why didn't you say this to my face? And she's like, okay, I will say it to your face, right? And I was like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow morning. And, so that was kind of like, that was basically an invitation for a fight, right? Like, that was, you know? And guess what happens? She walks up to me in the morning and goes, there's really not much to say because I said what I said last night. And I was like, okay, but you said that you were going to say it to my face. So what happened to that? Like, what happened to that confidence? And she goes, well, I said what I said last night. Okay. I was kind of ready to fight. But we didn't. Okay, let me not get into it because I'm gonna get heated again if I start talking about it. But I was like, okay, whatever. So, yep. And now, Chris is still with Layla, and I'm pretty sure the rest of his friend group doesn't like me, which I honestly don't care because the only reason why I started being friends with them was because they were Chris's friends, and I really only wanted to be friends with Chris. So, yeah. But that is all for today. Probably, unless I make another video. On the description, it literally says I'm just yapping. And I promise you that's all I'm doing. I don't really have any, like, topics. Well, I kind of do have topics. And, but yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.